Welcome to a brand new edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel, Toy Unboxing. I am your host, JD. We got a fun-filled, action-packed, another banger toy unboxing that we're going to be going over with you in just a moment. You'll see what those are. But we wanted to say thank you for all of you guys that are returning to watch us. And if you're actually joining us for the very first time, thank you so very much. We do appreciate you taking your time out of your day to watch us. Be sure to look at our playlist of any of our other video submissions that we've done before. We got toy unboxings, we got toy hunts, we got Funko Pop reviews, Twitch stream replays, and also we've just recently started a TikTok exclusive. If you weren't actually on our TikTok live, we actually replay that for you here on the channel. We got all kinds of stuff for you to watch for your entertainment viewing pleasure. But let's get to this toy unboxing that we got coming up. Let's see what we're going up with next. All right, everybody, we're going to start off with the first of the Marvel Legends figures that we're going to be unboxing today. First one is going to be Marvel's War Machine, and this is basically part of when they did the Iron Man cartoon series. If you haven't checked it out, definitely see if you can try to find it. I know it's on Disney Plus, but if you don't have Disney Plus, you may be able to find some of the episodes of the Iron Man series back in the 90s on YouTube. But this is the War Machine figure that we're going to be unboxing, as well as none other than the man himself, the most famous X-Men of them all. I'm talking about Wolverine, Weapon X, whatever you want to call him, Logan. So this is actually part of a Build-A-Figure, which builds the Bone Breaker figure. And as you can see, all of the other figures, I'm going to put them right down here so you can see all the other ones. Sabretooth is one of them. And you'll be able to see all the figures that will have all the parts for Bone Breaker. And I'm definitely excited on this one. I was looking for another Wolverine, this one in his attire, because if you remember, the one that I've unboxed before was Wolverine, but it was just in his regular street clothes, not the one in his X-Men attire. I also wanted to get another Wolverine because that specific Wolverine figure that I just showed you that I unboxed previously, which also I would definitely take a look at that. I'll leave a link here that we can click on the top to view that toy unboxing. But one of his claws had fallen off, and I don't know where it went. But yeah, so we're going to do like we always do with these figures. We're going to let them breathe.
Great happiness. Happy hours over, bright-eye. The name's War Machine. This wasn't your fight!
All right, so this is going to be War Machine, part of the Marvel Legends retro line. And of course, as you saw in the package, came in the retro style Toy Biz, depicting the cartoon series of Iron Man back in the 90s. As I said before, definitely want to check this out either on Disney Plus if you have it, but you maybe be able to find some episodes on YouTube. I was actually really fan of that particular cartoon, because once Spider-Man came out, then it basically allowed Marvel Studios to, I think the next one after that was, Spider-Man, well, X-Men, then Spider-Man, then Iron Man, I believe, and Fantastic Four came out around the same time. And so it was just like a wonderful time to be able to watch these cartoons from the 90s. And of course, War Machine does have the Stark Tech suit. It's basically what Rhodes, which is Tony Stark's best friend, Colonel Rhodes, part of the military, Air Force. He is the one that pilots the suit, and it's basically what it is exactly, War Machine. It has all these kinds of gadgets that are basically used for warfare. He's got these Gatling guns on the left-hand side, my right. And of course these rocket launchers on the right-hand side, which also comes with an attachment which basically attaches to this. So if you attach it to that, and it looks like he's shooting missiles. These missiles are detachable as well, and then of course the little flames that come out. I love the idea of it. I'm not a guy who normally has these kind of like displayed like that. If I had more room, I probably would. So I basically just keep all of these in my bags of accessories. And I've said it before, I just wish I've been a little smarter as to how I package the accessories. And of course, these are the extra hands that you can put on him. But I just basically all threw them in. So it's got a mixture of like Marvel Legends, WWE Elites, all kinds of accessories that I've gotten over the years for all of the figures that I've unboxed are all in there. All my He-Man stuff, everything, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all of that. But I try to keep it, basically on my display, how it basically comes out of packaging. Now, if I want, sometimes I'll just change the hands just to make it look cooler. But I usually just keep it as is, like these guns are going to stay on his shoulder. But, this attachment comes right into here. What's it? 1 second here. Trying to figure that out. Oh, okay. So it comes in here. You attach it here, then boom. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. And one of the things that I did like the fact that it did come, accentuate the cartoonish style of how he was drawn, not only in the comic books, but also in the cartoon. And that was basically what I was looking for when I got this. Got it off of Amazon, and I had it on my wish list for so many months, and I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get it. But finally, I came into some gift cards that I was saving up, because there's these apps that I use where, like, if you buy something, you can scan the receipt and they give you points. And if you acquire enough points, you can use them for gift cards. So I basically acquired enough points, and I wanted to get as much as I could. So I basically accumulated about $100 of stuff, or $100 of gift cards for Amazon. So I just went crazy and just bought as many figures as I could. But yeah, I'm gonna be sitting this one next to the AI Tony Stark or AI Iron Man. I am still looking for the cartoon version of Iron Man for the Marvel Legends. I don't even know if they came out yet, but yeah. So let's go over to the next one.
Yeah, sure. Beast told you about this place. That's how I knew to find you here. Looks like your memory needs a little...
All right, so finally we're going to be going over the X-Men, Marvel Legends, Wolverine. And of course, I've actually had 2 other Wolverines. One in the regular old yellow and brown outfit, and then of course his Logan, not the Logan from like the movies, but his regular comic book Logan with no uniform on, just his regular clothes. So this is the only one that I have as of right now, because I'm still trying to get that 3-pack with the cartoon Wolverine with Jean Grey and Cyclops to be able to get that. That's actually what I really, really want, but this will basically be a placeholder for now. So the articulation here, you can see the pinned joints here. As I said before, this is actually before Hasbro started doing their pinless joints. And of course, now it's now a thing because Mattel started doing that, and of course Hasbro always kind of like takes on the shape of whatever other company is doing innovative things to kind of stay ahead. He is a little bit disjointed as far as like his arms are concerned. I don't know if this is basically because of the packaging, or it's just like it just wasn't made that well, in production. Also, too, with this particular figure, it does come with a extra head of Logan when he's really, really mad. So, obviously, it's always good to have an extra head, specifically when you have a very articulative, that's even a word, figure, where you can articulate it in so many ways. You want to have a different head, just so you can have a different way of displaying it. A lot of people like him without the mask rather than with the mask, and vice versa. He's been in the comics fighting people without the mask a lot as well. So that's something that people can always kind of choose. Like I said, I with other videos I've done a lot of where I just toss them in a big bag, and I have like literally 3 bags of just accessories and extra heads and hands, and I really wasn't smart about separating those, or at least having a baggie of what they are, so that way I can tell, oh, this is this is that, and then have them all in a big bag. I just kind of throw them all together, so that's my issue. At one point, I'm gonna have to like simmer down and just sit and try to figure out what's what. I'm probably not gonna get them all right, but at least I know, or separate them, like all Marvel Legends stuff, or all He-Man stuff, all WWE elites and stuff like that. That way I can have some kind of a way of figuring out, okay, whose is whose and stuff like that. But it does come with a really good head. I particularly like the head that came in the Logan figure without the costume on, so that's just my personal opinion. Alright, so it looks like his shoulder pads actually come down a little bit, as you can see here, but that was kind of weird. Maybe it's just a production flaw, I'm not sure, but his claws almost kind of look like they have blood on it, which is really cool. Well, not really cool, but really interesting, I should say. You know, I don't want to seem like I like he has blood on his hands. The X-Men logo on his belt here, I like that. So it's kind of close to the X-Men, cartoon that we've all known and loved. And of course, I believe you can watch that also on Disney Plus. He is a little bit kind of shorter, so that's actually I like the most, is because he's scale with a bunch of the other figures, because Wolverine's actually short. Not too many people know that he's actually short. He's not really tall. But I had to put a little stand on him because he was, I don't know what it is about these ankle articulation where it's just hard to stand them sometimes. It's kind of like a blessing and a curse at the same time. But of course, his articulation on the arms, with those pins, and of course at the wrist here, his head goes up and down. It's really good as far as the articulation is concerned on his head. Ankles are kind of a pain. And I had the same issue with my Donatello NECA figure, and what else? What was the other one that was giving me a hard time with the ankle? My Cyclops retro figure. And so I'm not sure exactly if it's something that a lot of you collectors out there deal with. If you have had this issue in the past and kind of like have a remedy for that, let me know in the comments section if you know exactly what I should be able to do with that, because it is kind of a pain to deal with as far as like to stand them. Sometimes I like to make sure that they don't have a stand if they don't need it. Obviously if they just can't stand by themselves, then that's where stands are for. And I got these pretty cheap on, where did I get it on? I got it off of eBay. But yeah, I'm really impressed. The articulation as far as like his legs are pretty cool, so you can definitely do a lot of posing with him. The claws are not retractable. That's one of the things I actually would like to see, because I know that if you watched one of my recent Who's Lucy episodes, I did one with the Wolverine Toy Biz where the claws retract. That's actually kind of like a cool thing that maybe the toy makers may be able to do with other Wolverines in the future. Who knows? I mean, it may just be like one person out of millions that would even think of that. But share your thoughts. If you guys like a retractable claw Wolverine and you'd like to see that happen, maybe we can send maybe tweet at Hasbro to say, hey, why don't you give us a Wolverine with retractable claws? That'll be cool. Who knows? But overall, I think the one thing that I have something to gripe with this is these stripes should be black. So that's the only thing that's a little bit not towards the costume that we know and love all the time. And I don't believe his shoulder pads were black. I believe they were blue. No, actually, no, they were black. But yeah, the stripes on the side should be black to kind of go with the blue, yellow, black ensemble that he's got going on here. The knees are actually pretty easy, that they weren't very stiff. That's a one thing also too. It's a hit or miss with certain figures. If you've had them in the box for a very, very long time, and who knows how long before you even bought the figure, how long they were in the box. So sometimes the joints can get very stiff. I'm still trying to find a good remedy for that. So if you guys also have a good remedy for the joints being really, really stiff, shoot me a DM or just comment on the video of what would be a good remedy for getting the joints to be a little loose, And of course, that probably would help with the ankle situation as well. But thank you so very much, guys. That does it for this edition of the J&J Toy Giants Toy Unboxing. We'll be with you in a moment. And that does it for this edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel Toy Unboxing. Again, I am your host, JD. Be sure to like and subscribe and also comment on any of our video submissions on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And then follow us on TikTok. Also follow us on Twitch. Hit that notification bell so you never miss anything that we actually upload new to the channel. Thank you so very much. Be safe. Keep on cruising.